Hi friends, this is Mohammed Gibran and welcome to our C++ tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll explain you about constant values. The values which does not change throughout your execution of program are known as constant values. So let us see an example on how to work with constant values. We'll start our program. Let me give it a name. Program to find circumference of circle. So these are comments which will not be getting executed by our compiler. Whenever a compiler sees these symbol, these or these symbol, it will stop there and it will not execute it. It will leave it and it will ignore these statements. Okay, so these are known as comments. So we'll start our program. We'll define a constant as pi with the value of 3.14. now the value of pi will be 3.14 throughout our program. Now let us write a program to explain that. Integer radius and result. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll get the enter radius. I'll get the value and save it in radius. Then I'll say result will be equal to 2 into pi into radius. So this is our formula, 2 pi r. So I'll display it. The result is result. Okay, now ch, now run your program. Enter the radius. The result is 25. Well, your program is running perfectly, but there might be some mistake which you have done. Let me explain what is your mistake. So first you read this. Your radius is 4 and the result is 25. Okay, now you check here, your radius and result both are integer only. So if you have the values in points or decimals, your value will be ignored by the system. So to get the exact value, the result should be declared as float. So now when you run your program, let us now again give the value 4, and now the exact value is 25.12. see how big mistake it is. Float is a data type to explain or to store the numbers which have decimal values in it. So whenever you are working with decimal values, you should use float, should not use integer, because it will ignore all those values after the decimal point. So why do we need to define a constant? Like suppose if I say that my pi will be equal to 3.14. okay, I can use this also. I'll change it and I'll say pi. Okay, now we'll run our program and see if it works. Again we'll say 4 and it says 2.15. that's nice, but here's the twist. If somewhere in my program I write pi is equal to 22, then again I run the program I'll say 4. See, the result is 176. You saw the difference? When the pi, still you have the value of pi as 3.14, but still the answer is 1.76. What's the difference? The difference is, after you gave the value 3.14 to pi, when the compiler came over here, it replaced this value with this value, and now your pi value contains 22. It does not contain 3.14, so your value is not constant. So this is why you need to define constants like this. So if I remove this pi, or I keep this pi and remove this pi, and I'll run it again, you should get the correct result. See, 25.12. So this is the benefit of having constants. You don't have to define you don't have to be worried about changing your values every now and then. If you know there are certain values in your program which are going to be constant throughout your end, so just declare them as the constant values and you will be free of some trouble. So hope that was helpful to explain you some constant value concept, and thanks for watching our video.